we can, before I get there, hopefully I have time. This is not real time, but it's still timed. I don't know how you would describe that.
I mean, it's like trigger moments.
It's triggered, yeah. It's tough to know what's going to trigger what, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
All right, I got the skeleton key from the painting. Let's see.
Yeah, there's a bunch of skeletons in here. Just start sticking the key in all of them.
Like in the eye socket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work. Eventually something will open, right? Let's hide behind the tapestry.
Shunk.
Shunk. So we waited behind that tapestry for presumably 15 minutes. And there's the Countess. Waiting to,
She's got like a publisher's clearinghouse check. You've won $1 million.
Well, well. Good evening, Countess. What? What are you doing here? I just happened to be hiding behind the tapestry.
I just happened to be. It just so happened.
You're lying! How could you tell? Nobody just happens to hide behind a museum tapestry.
This is officially the most ridiculous conversation so far.
And nobody walks around inside a museum late at night with paintings under their arms. Paintings? Oh, you mean these paintings? I just found them lying on the floor and I picked them up so nobody would step on them. I don't think so. You don't think so? Are you accusing me of something, you silly girl? What do you think?
Press Y. Press Y to doubt.
I think you're a rude girl who needs to learn some manners. The nerve of going around accusing people of stealing paintings.
I should be a rude girl.
Did I say anything about you stealing them? Well, of course you did. Don't try to trick me, girl. I've got more tricks than you have brain cells. One thing I have to ask myself is, why did you bring those paintings to a meeting with Dr. Carrington this time of night? How did you know I was meeting Dr. Carrington? I found a note beside his body. His body? You talk about him like he was dead. Oh, yes, he is. Dead as a doorknob. You didn't know about it? You're trying to trick me again. Dr. Carrington is alive and well and working in his office. Well, you're right about him being in his office, but he's quite dead, I assure you. Spiny Norman murdered him. Oh my God! And you seem to be a logical murder suspect. Wait a second. You're not going to pin this one on me. I didn't have anything to do with it. Why would I want to kill him? We've got a perfectly good art burglary scheme going. Art burglary? I think I said too much. If you're trying to convince me that you're not the murderer, you're not doing a very good job of it. What do I care what you think anyway? You're not a cop. But I am a reporter, and I could write about you in the newspaper. Of course, your reputation would be ruined, and the police would get very interested in you. But you're tough, so I'm sure you could handle it. Whoa, Laura is just on fire now.
Let's get a little ballsy there. I mean,
Oh,
you know,
she is ballsy.
just kill her too.
Look, it was just a little deal I had worked out with Dr. Carrington. An art forger duplicates the paintings on the wall of the gallery, and then we hang them up in the place of the real ones, which we sell to private collectors. Didn't you think someone would catch on after a while? Are you kidding? That's the beauty of the plan. We had replaced all the paintings. We were going to slash them and make it look like someone vandalized the real paintings. No one would ever think we'd go to the trouble of forging paintings just to destroy them. And Carrington is here to see that no one gets nosy. You mean he was here? I swear I didn't have anything to do with his death. He was my cash cow. I brought him over from Europe just for this reason. Now that's it. I'm not saying anything more about it. But there is something I would like to push into your face.
Charcoal.
What do you think about this charcoal? Whoops. No.
Yeah, hieroglyphics all of a sudden.
There we go. The the diary we read. I saw an interesting diary in Carrington's wall safe. It belonged to Sterling Waldorf Carlton, your former husband. My dear Sterling's diary? What did you do with it? I left it in the safe for the police to find. You didn't read it, did you? Yes, actually I did. It had some very interesting things to say about you. Lies! All lies! I loved that man. I still love him, despite what he did to his will. Dear Sterling made me a rich woman, or he's going to as soon as the will problems are cleared up. Sterling seemed to think you wanted to kill him for his money. Lies! Nonsense! Lies! Apparently Yvette is afraid of you too. Sterling mentioned her as well. Yvette! That little trollop! So that's who he was seeing behind my back. She must be the one who made him start changing his will. I don't know. I just know what I read in his diary. Oh, I'm starting to feel faint. Perhaps you should lie down somewhere and compose yourself. We'll talk more later. Yes, good idea. And don't try to leave the museum tonight. I'm sure Detective O'Reilly would be interested in hearing what I know about you. I'm sure he would, girl. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll talk some more. I think that's the only thing. I could try to ask her about Ziggy, but... Or maybe Watney, if she knows anything about Watney Little. There, now she's like, no, I don't want to. So the Countess is just as sleazy as we all thought she was, basically. That's all that proves.
Pretty much, yeah.
So it is 1 o'clock in the morning.
What are we gonna do about it?
I don't know, I'm hungry. Is no one hungry? There's turkey in the other room.
I know, those giant turkeys. I don't know, the one guy was eating all the legs off of them, so.
As a turkey leg calling your name. It's an interesting little puzzle here. Gotta cut off some of the wire for later.
Snip, snip.
Plink! It's the sound it made. So, let's see. This door leads into the useless room with the T-Rex. And so I think we should probably just go back down to the basement for now. Oh, there's the Countess. I see she put the painting back.
Oh, that's good.
The giant check for $1 million that she got from Ed McMahon. Can I touch the statue again?
If you want. You want to?
I know you want me to touch the statue. Alright, let's see if there's anything... Everyone's dying, so I assume there's not going to be too much conversation to eavesdrop on.
Get a drink.
Get a drink.
So, are we going to find the ferret?
Is that what you're concerned about? The ferret? People are dying.
But it's a nice little ferret.
And her name is Daisy, just like the cat.
The same name as my cat.
So
I
sweet.
feel attached to this ferret.
Well, this looks safe.
No!
Out of handles. There's the out of handles thing that I was telling you guys about. That's okay. That's okay, guys. It's a good thing that we were. I'm gonna keep that in there just because it's one of the most well-known errors for this game, for games of this time. Out of handles. I don't think it'll happen again. It's pretty random.
Yeah. When was the last time we saved?
Right before that. I think we're good.
We did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I saved right after the Countess. See?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saved right there, so it's just a matter of going back.
Outrun the Countess.
Bump right into her. Excuse me. Reporter on the run.
Gotta go murder someone else.
Yeah, so we just went down here. I'll save before going into that room. That's Wolf's room. Wolf Heimlich's room. We haven't been in there yet, actually. So...
He's so serious that he booby-trapped his room to crash the game. If you,
Just make sure. Yeah, it seems to be fine now. So, this is Wolf's room. I'll go ahead and save it as Wolf, even though I just saved outside. Once I get on that save spree, man, I'm all about it.
He's got slaves.
So, as you can see, there's see this, like, this wire right here to this cheese trap?
Yeah.
Wolf really does not like mice, I guess, because,
Oh, jeez.
I know. Or what about this one? Yeah, right through, right through.
How many deaths are in this room?
And if you try to, like, touch the other stuff,
What?
you just get, like, electrocuted, but it's temporary.
Ow. What's electrocuted?
Like, all of these
Electrified.
weapons.
What's electrified? That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess there's, like, a wire up here. I think if you touch them too much, you die.
Oh,
I'm just gonna touch all of them. I think 3 times the charm here. Nope, she's okay. She's got some brain damage, but she's fine.
Just like, hello.
The intercom crackles, and you hear...
Wolfie, it's Olympia. You can hear me? Meet me in the armor room at 2. You promised to show me your private scars, remember? See you there, wolf cakes.
Your private scar? Like the one on your penis? Like what? Private scar.
Mein donger is scarred! So, yes. Art forgery.
I'm looking for a very specific book. And I'm trying to remember where it was. I think it was like on the lower shelf. Come on. I might speed this part up. Basically, we're looking for a book that was put in here backwards. And yes, the game expects you to pixel hunt. Ah!
There it is!
That didn't take too long. That could have taken a lot longer. It's a book of poetry.
Poems.
The poetry book falls open to a poem. She Walks in Beauty, written by Lord Byron. The page is marked by a black garter with a note pinned to it.
Okay.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
You just took someone's sex object.
I wanted to... Oh, I guess the note is on the garter?
Probably. It feels lacy.
A lacy black garter with the name Yvette stitched into it. There's also a note attached. Maybe I need my... The note attached to the garter reads, "You can have the Azagata and much more if you meet me at 3 a.m. in the preservation lab." The handwriting is female. How do you know? Like, how do you know?
I mean, you can kind of tell.
It's inscribed, "Manufactured by Acme Skeleton Keys." Just kind of... The bottom of the glass reads, "Manufactured by Lion Decker Glassworks, Coarse Gold, California." Just wondering. Acme Snake Lasso.
All these generic things and items, just get it all from Acme like everyone else.
There's like a really involved inscription on the lantern. Like explaining exactly how it works. Okay. We don't actually... Oh, we need one more thing, actually. Believe it or not, I don't know why, but Sierra Adventure Games love putting cheese in their inventory, so... I'm actually gonna grab that cheese.
Grab that cheese!
Grab
Take
that
it.
cheese! The cheese stands alone.
Nice cheese.
Thank you. And we also have that skeleton key, if you recall. And we haven't done a lot down here, really. So I'm trying to keep an eye on things as much as possible. I'm trying to trigger as much things as possible. I'm sure I've screwed up some stuff, but...
Yeah.
I'm trying my best. It's a tough game. So let's go in here. So, okay. Olympia's gone. She left her snake oil. This is an interesting... Does this not look out of place to you?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Just a bit. It's a sack of plaster, sometimes used for making molds. When I was a kid, I was so scared to open this. I just thought like something was going to reach it. It's just a steak. It's just a slab of meat.
Smells ripe.
Hey, there's Daisy.
Take ferret.
Hello, little ferret. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Hi. Squeak, chuckle, chuckle, squeak, squeak. Squeak, 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 chuckle, chuckle, squeak. Squeak, chuckle, chuckle, loony, chuckle, squeak. A cool thing about this is you can interrogate the ferret. Like if I ask him about Archibald Carrington. Squeak, 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 dead. Squeak, squeak.
Right.
Squeak, 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 mom. Squeak, chuckle, squeak. Wonder. So that's kind of cool. But notice she was very interested in this trunk here.
Right.
Now where else did we see a steamer trunk?
I don't know.
They were carrying it off the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Forever ago. Yeah.
Now, if you don't put the meat in there, you will come across the most horrible death. I'm not going to show it here, but if you want to see it, I have a Laura Bow video on all the death scenes, and it
It's a
shows
shame. Why did you show it?
it. Do you want me to show it?
Beetle death.
Do you want me to show it?
It is pretty gruesome, you know?
All right, I'll show it. And when you give it to them, they march away with like a little drum march. So, what's in the trunk? Ooh.
Okay.
Yep. A skeleton lies in the trunk, its bones picked clean by the dermisted beetles. They've efficiently removed every last shred of flesh, making the skeleton nearly impossible to identify.